we will be pushing to wellness at the end of our lives. And I know that you can make it happen too. It always takes longer than you think. But you and I can make it happen regardless how long it takes.
You are an inspiration.
Absolutely. Oh, without a doubt, yes. Yes. Okay.
I'm going to read one of Bob's poems, but before I do that, I want to, he made this very personal. He gave you his perspective, but I want to make it a little personal for all of you. Imagine, if you will, that you're a ninja in one of those new futuristic movies. They've got these machines and they make you change your body and everything. That's your disguise. You're going to go on your mission behind the enemy lines. And they do this, and after they do it, the machine breaks. Now you can't change that disguise. That's not how Bob feels. Because people look at him and they see something, but they don't see Bob. There's still a brilliant mind in here. And he and I have had some of the most amazing conversations about quantum physics, spirituality, English, everything. And I'm going to tell you the secret on how to get that information out. The secret's very simple. The way we met, we were at a coffee shop and we were having a conversation, and Bob and Joe were sitting at the table next to us. And they asked to join in, and we had this long conversation. And the next time I saw him, Joe pulled me aside and she's in tears and she's saying, "Thank you so much." I was like, "For what?" She said, "For being so patient, for listening to Bob." It says less about me because my mom passed away 2 years ago, but the thought of her still scares me, so I have to have marriage. I was raised properly, so it says less about me and more about the times that we're in, that people don't know what manners are. To me, listening to him talk was just what I was supposed to do. And because I had the patience to do that, I was able to get some brilliant stuff out of Bob because he felt comfortable enough to talk to me. So,
That's right.
all I can tell you is that when you meet people that are different than you, if you have patience, a lot of times you're going to end up getting a treasure that's far greater than what you can imagine. So with that in mind, I'd like to read one. This is my favorite poem out of all the ones he did. I'm not really doing poetry either, but we'll give it a best shot. The name of this poem is called Eva. We sit in your living room high on the hill, sun setting, relaxed, wine in hand, listening to a story told by you. Somehow, being there fits into your life and ours too. However, it is the laugh underneath the story. Eva's face lights up, her eyes glow. Her laugh quietly breaks the silence. It grows slightly for 2 or 3 heartbeats and then it's silent. Not for long. It is the most wonderful laugh imaginable. In the kitchen, in the dining room, in the bedroom, walking out to the pool, standing amid the orchids and fruit trees, or having a wonderful meal. It only lasts a few seconds, then quiet, but it's wide-ranging. You have to listen carefully to her words, but only for a second. Actually, people look at one another to see if she's joking, and she is. Then we laugh out loud because we want to be where she is, at that very moment, joined together. Does anybody have any questions for Bob?
That
Yes.
was a poem that was written after the stroke.
There's still a brilliant mind in there somewhere.
Yes, there is.
Do you have some questions?
What inspired you to, I'm sorry, I don't know your story all that well, but what inspired you started writing novels and whatnot. Were you already a writer before the stroke? Okay.
Well, I was as education writer, 5 books before the stroke. Now 6 books after the stroke.
But the books
And
are
the-
creative. They're different.
Yes, they're really different. Can you explain for me, Joe or Dirk?
It's just that he never wrote creative kinds of books. He never wrote poetry before.
No.
He never wrote stories before. It was always academic. Stuff you need to do for when you're in a university. So this was really different. It's like another part of his brain turned on that hadn't been turned on before.
Yes.
It's really amazing. And amazing considering one carotid artery is totally occluded and the other one's partly occluded. So however the brain reroutes itself, it's absolutely amazing. It's done that.
Dirk was the one who suggested that the 3rd book should be fiction.
Yeah.
What I used to tell him all the time is stop getting so frustrated. Just take your time. When the words are ready to come out, they'll come out. And just people can wait, and your friends will wait. But that's what I found. And the less frustration he has, the easier it is actually for him to be able to do that. So the frustration actually impedes him getting stuff out.
Oh, it's a good
So.
Yes.
comment. I think too, your recovery has been as successful as it has been, from my observations, because of your wife.
Oh,
Being
yeah.
there Day and night, relentless, with her love and support. And there are many people that don't have that kind of support. So, I think we should all.
All of you are here today. So many people have supported him as well. The kinds of things Dirk was talking about. People would talk to him. He goes every day to the cafe just about because he needs to socialize. If that didn't exist in his life, there wouldn't be that kind of improvement. It's absolutely critical. And I think it's easy for people to isolate after this.
That's right.
It's easy to isolate. But the socialization, and he has Tai Chi 3 times a week, other kinds of interactions, yes, make a huge difference.
It's also the guts that he has, because most people won't put themselves in a situation like that. So he has great determination.
Question, were you ever truly embarrassed about your lack of vocalization or your lack of physicality or your lack of you? Because I find that people who have little challenges become rather embarrassed about it.
Right.
What do you think about that?
Well, I felt embarrassed, but I not replaced, but I also felt really determined to succeed.
Yes.
However,
What advice could you give to somebody like my age that would help me
Prevented?
prevent, avoid the strokes that your husband went through?
so
It's interesting because if you read a lot of the stuff that's out there, it's, you're obviously keeping your cholesterol down, keeping your weight down, eating right, exercise, all of those practical things. In his situation, he was a little bit overweight, not much. His cholesterol was a little high. It just blew. It just went. What we found out later, and this is one thing, the carotid arteries are critical. Lots of doctors do not check them. They check everything else. They don't check your carotid arteries. Had his arteries been checked, the stroke wouldn't have happened. He had just had a checkup. He was fine. They had not checked his carotid arteries. And that was it. So it's You know, those are the kinds of things, but again, oh, another piece of family history. Listen to his family history, you know, his son, his grandfather, his parents. When you have that kind of family history too, you have to be extra careful.
Bob brought me a complete manuscript to edit. And we met over a period of time and spent good sessions together working on it. I was amazed, first of all, at the quality of his writing. Now remember, Bob was an academic and a very excellent one. He worked with PhD students. He was a full professor at a couple of wonderful universities. And he was a very good writer in his career before he had the stroke. And he was still, after the age of 70, you were still working as a professor in an active way with his students.
72, when I had the first stroke.
He was still a full professor working every day with his students. So he was fully engaged, and he had this very fine ability to express himself in writing before the stroke. Now, what really amazed me was that when he came to me with his manuscript, he was able to write in a way he could not speak. So when you look at his book, that's his writing. He expressed himself in writing as he could not in speech, which is part of the effect the stroke had. We had aphasia, which means he could not remember the words and put them together to speak them. So, but he could write them.
Was your vision affected after the stroke?
No.
It wasn't affected at all? That's good.
No, not my vision, and not my. I didn't have any normal things. Okay?
I don't know what you want to say.
I think you want to say that you are not affected in a normal situation like a stroke, a real stroke, not a stroke.